SummerSlam is only 2 days away. Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and tonight's match will decide whether or not this superstar goes to SummerSlam this Sunday.
Not to mention whether or not he stays on Smackdown.
That's right, and if he doesn't win this handicap match tonight, he'll be traded to Raw.
And I say good riddance. We don't need a slime ball like him around here.
His future on Smackdown depends upon his performance in this matchup. If he wins, he goes to SummerSlam. If he loses, he's gone.
Nothing would please me more than seeing him kicked off of Smackdown. He's got no respect for his fellow superstars, and I've got no respect for him.
He's convinced that his opponent has been harassing his girlfriend, and he intends to settle that matter here tonight.
And remember, if he picks up the win in this handicap match, he'll never have to look at that lying two-faced gigolo ever again.
I have to admit, I don't really understand why he's here tonight. Maybe his partner doesn't think he can handle this by himself?
That's ridiculous. He's got a lady of his own, and he's got to send a message to anyone who might try to pull anything over on him.
Beat him up. Break his neck. Beat him up.
What's he doing here? This isn't ECW.
Typical ECW. No respect for anything. And now it looks like our handicap match is a tag team match.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience.
I don't use the word evil lightly. Well, that's what comes to mind when I see the delight Mark Henry takes in destroying his fellow superstars.
Evil, just a word that losers like you use to describe people who will do whatever it takes to win. I think Henry would take that as a compliment.
The Sandman is an ECW original and one of the biggest stars of the brand.
Talk about being the biggest fish in the world's smallest pond. These superstars have been given it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent.
I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't, and that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
The tag's been made and his partner's coming in.
He saw that one coming.
It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who...
Looks like he's bringing in his partner. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up? Matt Hardy says that he will not die, and we're seeing that determination here tonight in this match.
You know, maybe Hardy should worry more about trying not to lose. Seems to me that's where he could use the most work. I love watching Mark Henry wrestle. No one else in this business can take an opponent apart the way he can.
You say that like it's a good thing. I wish Henry would focus more on winning matches and less on ending careers.
I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle. It makes me sick the way Sandman's always hitting people with that kendo stick. That's assault, you know.
Well, a lot of things that take place in this arena wouldn't be allowed outside of it.
Yeah, but the Sandman abuses this business just so he can indulge his psychopathic urges.
The referee saw the tag.
No disrespect, but when is Matt Hardy just going to pack it in and call it a day?
I don't think you're ever going to see that from Matt Hardy. He's simply got too much passion and determination.
Wow, great reversal. He's going for the cover.
1, 2.
There's no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry is the world's strongest man. The power of this guy is absolutely incredible.
It's downright scary is what it is. We've seen Mark Henry absolutely destroy his opponents, and I hope we're not going to see more of the same tonight.
Look, anyone who gets in the ring with Mark Henry knows exactly what to expect, and if they're dumb enough to do it, that's their problem. This match proves without a doubt why Smackdown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Even if you... Whoa, there goes the referee. Might as well chuck the rule book out the window.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been.
This is stupid. Why is he risking everything by going up there? Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
The Sandman is without a doubt one of the most admired superstars in ECW.
And that's just one of the many reasons ECW will always and forever stand for extremely crappy wrestling.
I think there are a lot of ECW fans who take issue with that.
And here's the cover.
1, 2.
These superstars.
This could be 3 right here.
2.
Regardless of how you personally feel about Matt Hardy, you've got to respect his drive, his energy, and his passion for this business.
Yeah, but that will only take you so far. You've got to have the physical skills to match that if you want to make it to the top of the mountain around here.
I hope you're not implying that Hardy doesn't have what it takes to get it done in the ring.
Let's face it, Hardy has made a career of biting off more than he can chew. I think he really believes his own hype.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And
I don't believe it. Talk about overcoming the odds.
I gotta hand it to him. I didn't think he had it in him.
Congratulations! I've got to admit that was pretty impressive, but your job is only half done. You still need to beat my hand-picked enforcer at SummerSlam if you want to stay on the roster. And that's going to be easier said than done.
If that happens this Sunday, that's the last time we'll see him on Smackdown.